Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Kaylee of Kaylee Plans. This week I'm going to be planning for September 16th through the 22nd, and I'll start this plan with me out by whiting out all of my sidebar and bottom bar and show you a really quick flip through of the kit that I'm using this week by Cinderella paper. I also am going to pull in some bottom washi from Simply Gilded and some date dots that I got from Scribble Prints Co. Next, I'm going to lay down all my full boxes. I pretty much use the same layout for all my full boxes except for when there are double boxes, because when there's double boxes, I'll always make sure that they go next to each other. But when it's all individual boxes, I use this kind of same scattered approach. Then I'm just gonna follow up putting down my full boxes with my headers as well as my date covers and then date dots. I think I only show you guys the top row and the date covers, and then I think I just do the rest off camera. Yeah, I do. And then after that, I show you guys how I like to trim the bottom washi to add a second row of washi. A lot of people like to lay it down and then put on or then try and cut it, but I don't like that approach because I find that I just cut too hard and will cut through the paper. So I like to lay down another template that I've already made and then just make sure to line that off and cut it every time, and it'll always leave enough space for that second row of washi. And I also added a row of washi, sorry about that random sound in the background. I also added a second row of washi at the top of the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday date covers, just because, well, I did it over all of them, I should say, but just because I wanted to add a little bit more of the rose gold. I don't use it too much, so I just like to really exaggerate. Then I just obviously do my sidebar the same as I have always done it, and yeah, if you have any questions about that, you could just leave them in the comments down below. For Monday, I marked that I got Starbucks in the morning, and then I marked my work schedule. After work, I had to run to Target to get a new shirt because I forgot that I had a women's resource meeting in Oak Park that day, so I needed a nicer shirt. We met at Poor Phil's, which is a bar. It was all right. I would recommend it if you are in that area. Then I marked that I had to buy medicine because ya girl was sick with a cold. On Tuesday, I again marked Starbucks, and I marked my work schedule after that. Even though I was feeling pretty crappy, I still went to work just because I am running out of sick days, and it was only September at the time that I filmed this, so I didn't want to use any more sick days than I had to, just because I knew November, December, I was more likely to get sick, so I tried to really avoid having to use any sick time. I had a really hard time with these work scripts, you guys. I just really wouldn't recommend to get the clear ones from the GP stickers, just because I could not rip them. I used that entire sheet that you guys saw just to get 5, and I think I even ran out on the last one and had to like Frankenstein 2 stickers together because they just were not coming off the page. I had to take my X-Acto knife for a few of them and just like literally cut them out myself because they didn't cut all the way through on any of them. So I wouldn't recommend to get the clear ones. Or maybe I just got a bad batch, who knows? Sorry guys, my heat is kicking on right now, so you guys are going to hear that in the background. But I used a little bow. It took me forever to figure out what I wanted to use to mark for laundry, but I thought the bow was pretty cute. The laundry stickers that I had only had gold, and I really, really wanted to keep it rose gold, so I was able to find one with like a little bit of a rose gold print on it. And next, I marked that I propagated a bunch of plants. I am a big houseplant person, so I was able to cut a couple of really long ones and propagate them into new plants that I will probably give away to people, honestly. Then I just marked the things that I wanted to get done that week, which was message my cousin to get the addresses for the wedding invitations because she has just everything like on PDF, so, or not PDF, just on like an Excel spread, and she's like my responsible cousin, so I just reached out to her. Everyone should have a Mari in their life. They just really make the wedding planning process a lot easier. For Monday, I marked that I got tea and that I was still sick. I don't know what's wrong with me. I know that colds last 5 to 7 days, but I always feel like I can figure out a way to make my cold shorter. I don't know. Then, of course, as always, I marked my work schedule, and I fought with the GP stickers, or GP Studio, I should say, stickers, a lot. Here's a good, close-up of you guys seeing me have, the hardest time ever, because they just were the worst. They were not a good time. Not to say, I love that sticker shop, you guys. I buy stickers from them all the time. It's just these clear ones really gave me a hard time. I don't want to, knock the shop or, anything like that. And like I said, maybe I just got a really weird bad batch that, she didn't realize was an oops or something. But moving on. I had a community engagement meeting that day. So it was a lot of, work stuff this week. There's a new program within my company. It's called community engagement, and it's just ideas on ways that we could become bigger parts of our community and offer back to our communities. And so we just all get together and brainstorm, essentially, try some of these things out and see what works, see what doesn't. But this one was actually pretty cool because we went to Emporium Bar. So we started it out just at the tables they have there. And if you don't know, Emporium is a bar here in Chicago. It might be in other cities, I'm not too sure. But it's a barcade, so it's an arcade. They have pretty much any arcade game you could think of, plus air hockey, foosball, all that good stuff. So it was fun. For anyone who doesn't know, though, I am sober. I don't drink. I have drunk in the past. I used to really like alcohol, but it's just not my jam right now. Maybe someday down the line I'll want to drink again, but for right now I just don't have a desire for it. So sometimes bar outings can be a bit much for me just because they're not fun when you're sober. But this one was a really, really good time. It was all the assistant managers, which whoever doesn't know, I am an assistant manager. So it was nice because we hardly ever get any glory for anything, because usually our managers take they get all the recognition, honestly, for a lot of the stuff that we usually will do together. So it was nice that this group specifically kind of focuses on just assistant managers so that we can kind of feel empowered in a way and kind of like someone's paying attention to us for once. So I marked that, we were at Emporium. I marked that we played air hockey, and I put that little cheering girl because, okay, I'm not very good at really too many things that are competitive because I have anxiety, so it just gets to me, and usually I get inside my own head and choke. But air hockey is one of those rare occasions that I can beat anybody. The only person that I didn't lose to was the other girl there, and she was really, really into it. I think it would have hurt her if she would have lost to me, so I just kind of oops, let one in, and only lost by 1 point. But you just gotta pick and choose when to win, and when to keep the fun going. And I knew that if I had taken her, because she was the reigning champion, she had beat everybody up until me, and then we were in the last bracket together, and I was she's really gonna be upset if she loses. Or maybe I'm just really bad. I don't know, you guys. Whatever. Who cares? So then after we did our whole air hockey thing, sorry about my dogs in the background, we actually went to Taco Bell. And you guys, it was the first time that I've ever had Taco Bell in my life. I think I might have mentioned it before, but I'm Mexican, so that was just not a food we ate, because it's just not Mexican food. And I wouldn't even compare it to Mexican food now that I've tried it, but it was definitely good for what it was, and I had very low expectations for it too, so I was pleasantly surprised. For Thursday, I again marked that I got some Starbies, and of course struggled with these work scripts to get to mark my work schedule down in my planner here. And like literally, I wasn't lying, you guys. I used that entire sheet because things just kept ripping. So I like don't mean to like exaggerate, but it was a little rough. After work, I went to my dad's house and I marked that with a little sticker from the Honeybee shop. She's got these mom's house and dad's house ones that are just like perfect for, you know, being an adult and like having to plan out time to go see your parents. Like, it sounds so terrible, but like if I don't plan time to see them, I just won't because I'm so tired all the time that I'm like, I'll catch them next time. But you can't do that with like your parents, you guys. It's, time is fleeting, and I try to see them as much as possible. So then on Thursday still, I marked after going to my dad's house that I got my Happy Mail, because if you've been here for a few of my videos in the past, you'll already know that I get all my mail delivered to my dad's house because he's home all day, so there's just insurance that someone's gonna put it inside right when it gets delivered, or if it's a package that someone needs to sign for, it's just guaranteed that someone will be there to sign for it and that my package doesn't get sent back to the post office. So I picked up my Happy Mail, and then I came home and was feeling super confident about propagating my pothos. Plant people out there are gonna like rip me. But so I was like super confident about propagating my pothos on Tuesday that I was like, on Thursday I'm gonna try and propagate my cacti. And so I've done the pothos before, but I've never propagated cacti before. And it just involves you like cutting the little babies off and then like letting the cut part like scab over basically, and then just putting that scabbed over end into a pile of dirt later on. I've never done it before. It's going to be my first time. I'm pretty nervous because my plant obviously was really big, which was why it needed to be propagated. So if I kill all those babies, I'm going to be so sad. But my main plant, mother plant, is still doing great, so it won't be a terrible loss. Then after I propagated my cacti, I just marked that I embroidered a little bit. Trying to get that into my daily life a little bit more, just because that is my main business. Can you focus on it a little bit more, Kaylee? Just because obviously if I'm not embroidering, I don't have any new merch to put out in my shop. So obviously I got to do it a little bit every day. Friday, again, Starbucks and work, and then after I got home from work, I really just cleaned all day, so I marked each of the individual cleaning tasks that I did, but there was really nothing too exciting. Then, as always, I put down the weekend banner. I really like Hello Weekend banners or weekend. I like if they're included in the kits to use them. I don't know, you guys. I just really like them. Then for Saturday, I marked that I got to sleep in, because you guys know that I wake up at 5:30, so anytime that I can wake up after the sun is up is a win for me. So I marked that down, and then I marked that I spent a good chunk of the morning designing new embroidery patterns for my future classes. Next year I kind of only have 4 classes planned out, so I'm just really working on like getting those perfected, those designs perfected, and you know, making sure that they are something that I think people will want to learn how to embroider. Then I organized my planner cart, because you guys, my planner cart was looking real scary. Then I marked that I planned after I organized my planner cart, because after you just like see all the stuff that you have in your cart, you just get really inspired to plan. So I put together a whole new ring binder, because that's the type of person that I am. And then on Sunday, I don't know why I did like a bottom up plan with me here, but maybe because I had the hobo sticker out already. I really don't know why I did that, but I marked that I planned for the following week in my hobo, because I future plan in my hobo and memory plan in my Erin Condren, which is what you guys are seeing me do, which is why everything is in past tense, because I've already done it. And I did have to work this Sunday, which is always just like such a blow. I hate working on the weekends because I'm at work every day in the week. So when I lose one of my weekend days, it is really, really sad. For me personally, I feel victimized. No, I'm just kidding, but it's not a good time. And maybe that's why I planned from the bottom up, because I was like, I don't want to, again, mark another work schedule, but that's what I did that week, you guys. And then after I got out of work, I cut out one of the patterns that I designed the day before, just to see how the fabric took to the ink and everything like that. So it worked out pretty nicely. And with that is the rest of my plan with me. And here's a quick viv, wiggle, and twerk. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you liked and want to subscribe. And I hope to see you guys next time. Bye-bye.